So there was a question on the community about how to make a Jira project read only, and it is one of I think there should be a list of like the most popular question or mostly asked questions on the community. I think Atlassian should probably do it, and or maybe I'll probably write a blog about it. But this is what I am doing right now. I'm of course making a video and trying to share these things with everyone. Now there are there are lot of there could be lot of cases where you may want to make a project read only. For example, if you're doing something on your instance and you don't really want to, maybe you're doing some kind of maintenance over the over the weekend, and maybe you have a requirement where you don't really want people to update tickets because or update issues because those are old projects. Maybe they are just there for looking at the information, the historical information. So to make a project or to make the issues under a project read only, you can actually do it in Jira using permission schemes. Now let me try to show you how to do it. It is of course very simple, nothing complicated and nothing great about it, but it is very common question. So I thought I'll probably talk about it um, one more time. I'm sure I have talked about this in the past. So if you go to any project, or maybe if you go to the permission schemes, right now I am on the free version of Jira, although I have this premium version where I can of course make a change. But when you're on a free version, you can't really modify permission schemes, so you need to be on a paid plan. This is something that you need to be aware of. So the thing that you need to do is you need to take a look at the permission scheme and make sure that when you're working on the permission scheme or create a permission scheme that you may already, I mean, maybe create a copy of it, but I think creating a separate permission scheme makes sense. And the only permission that you need to keep, like for example, if you look at this particular page, I have the permission and I have the column that says granted to. So you can see here that you can see here that you have the permission which is administer project. So any logged in user can do it, and people on the right hand side, they are given these permissions. So what you need to do, create a permission scheme, a blank permission scheme with nothing but browse project permission, except or maybe you can add maybe people to or maybe administrators to your administer project permission scheme. But apart from these two, maybe remove everything else that you see here, like all the permissions. So this particular column should be empty. Or maybe I can show you very quickly on my premium cloud instance, which I actually configured recently. Of course, I'm not paying for it. It is going to expire. Maybe it is. I'm not really sure if it is still up. I mean, it is up, but I'm not really sure if I can work on it because I think you can only valid it for a week. So what you need to do, you need to go to maybe. So you need to go to your permission scheme, not maybe, but you definitely need to go to the permission scheme and create a new one. So let me just try to do it very quickly for you guys. So let us say you can let us say you have a lot of permission scheme, but create one for yourself, like read only permission scheme, and you can then of course see here that when you create a new permission scheme, it might be completely empty. So let me just try to click on the edit here. Oh, not the edit, but permission. I don't really do these things, basic Jira admin stuff nowadays anymore. So I'm slightly lost. But okay, so if you look here, there is nothing here. I mean, this permission scheme is actually useless because no one can do anything if you apply this permission scheme to a project. So what you need to do, go to the browse projects and give this to maybe application access or maybe within application access any logged in user, or maybe you can give it to a group. So let us say if you do this, or maybe for the administer project, maybe you want to give this to your group, which is Jira administrator. Make sure this particular group is indeed part of the Jira administrator permission global permission. So if you look at this permission scheme, this is actually what you need. And now when you apply this particular permission scheme to the project, you will have a read-only project. And what you can do is, of course, you can make sure whenever, maybe you have a policy in the organization where all projects are required to be in a read-only mode. And by the way, if you're on premium, there is this feature called archiving, which we looked at. Maybe you can use archiving feature if you're on the premium version of Jira Cloud. So I thought I'll probably talk about these things very quickly today. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about and share in this video. Bye bye.